South African officials have said nothing about the use of the divisive kill the Boer chant, which continues to provoke outrage around the world. Global leaders are paying attention to the government's unwillingness to denounce what many perceive to be hate speech directed against Afrikaners and white farmers, according to AfriForum CEO Kallie Kriel. Please kindly subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification bell so as to get all our updates. Powerful individuals throughout the world are aware of the ongoing usage of the terrible Kill the Boer slogan, which demands the killing of both Afrikaners and farmers. They also point out that by not denouncing the chant, ANC leaders at President Cyril Ramaphosa and the South African government implicitly support it. Kriel said on social media yesterday, "This is just a day after supporters of economic freedom fighters, EFF, headed by Juliusmalema, sang the contentious song on March 21st at Human Rights Day celebrations in Sharpeville. During the event, Malema reminded those present, "We do not come here to commemorate a so-called Human Rights Day, but to remember and honor the sacrifice of those who fell on March 21st, 1960 at the hands of the apartheid regime." AfriForum has criticized the title, pointing out that it is ironic that such songs are being chanted on a day that is supposed to commemorate human rights. The head of public relations for AfriForum, Ernst Van Zyl, said that President Ramaphosa had been quiet out of fear of upsetting them. The government has ignored the severe violence that hits farmers in the form of vicious farm assaults and killings for years, giving the nation's farmers a cold shoulder. Additionally, the government has never denounced anti-farmer cries like "Kill the Boer." Van Zyl said, "That needs to change, and the current crisis is the ideal opportunity." International leaders like U.S. President Donald Trump and entrepreneur Elon Musk have taken notice of the scandal and have blasted the South African government's response. The slogan, according to Musk formerly, was openly pushing for genocide of white people in South Africa. On Monday, President Ramaphosa denied these allegations, referring to them as a completely false narrative without specifically mentioning the chant. "We shouldn't let things that happen outside of our borders split us apart or make us hostile to one another. We should specifically dispel the utterly untrue myth that our nation is a place where members of a certain race or culture are persecuted." In 2022, the South African High Court overturned a 2010 ruling with the song, which had its origins in the anti-apartheid movement, constituted hate speech. AfriForum, meanwhile, is still advocating for chant condemnation, claiming that it incites fear and targets a minority population. According to the advocacy organization, the government overlooks crimes that impact farmers and minority populations, therefore is now demanding that farm murders be included as a national priority along with other major crimes like cash-in-transit heists and gender-based violence. South Africa's Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture, Gayton McKenzie, has once again urged white South Africans to openly condemn the country's white genocide narrative, which has lately been promoted by tech billionaire Elon Musk and U.S. President Donald Trump. His remarks have caused a great deal of controversy across the country, splitting people's views and garnering harsh condemnation from certain groups. In a public speech, McKenzie fearlessly called on white South Africans to denounce the claims that white genocide is occurring in their country. These allegations have drawn a lot of attention from across the world. Musk said that the media is not covering what he called a genocide, while Trump offered Afrikaans farmers the opportunity to seek refugee status in the U.S. Every white person is aware that South Africa is free of genocide. You are involved in that falsehood by your silence. Speak up, like Mandela spoke up, McKenzie said, exhorting South Africans to deny the myth that has proliferated on global forums. Concerns about how white South Africans are treated in the nation have been raised by civil rights groups like AfriForum. But AfriForum CEO Kallie Kriel disassociated the group from the white genocide allegations, admitting in an interview with McKenzie that they never claimed genocide was taking place. Instead, Kriel underlined that South Africa was confronting severe issues that needed attention, but not on the magnitude of genocide. Elon Musk's and Donald Trump's remarks against white South Africans have generated controversy both domestically and abroad. Recently, The FW de Klerk Foundation criticized Trump's remarks, which included granting sanctuary to farmers in South Africa who were escaping alleged threats. The foundation condemned the accusations.